A warm welcome to everyone. Myself, Anand Balaswamy, first year student from KMCH in Coimbatore. Before I begin my oratorship, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the Regional Academy and Professionals Training Institute and etc. Thank you so much you all to giving this wonderful opportunity to showing our talent to the world. So certainly this video will help you a lot during this quarantine because we are in a lockdown due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So in this period we all are too stressed, mentally ill and we all are depressed. So certainly this video will help you lots. I would like to start with up my video with a small quote which is mental health it's not a destination. It is a process. It's about how you drive, it's not about where you are going. Shall we move on to the video? My topic is exercise therapy for mental health. We learn something from everyone who passes through our life. Some lessons are painful, some lessons are painless, but all are priceless. Mental health definition: a state of well being in which the individual realizes his or her own abilities, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution to his or her community. This was the definition which was given by the World Health Organization for mental health. It affects how we think, feel, and act. It also helps determine how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. Mental health is important at every stage of life, from childhood and adolescence through adulthood. Fact, facts about mental health. And now I will tell about the 10 facts on the mental health. The first one is mental, neurological, and substances use disorders make up 10% of the global burden of disease and 30% of non-fetal disease burden. Fact 2. Around in one of fifth of the world's children and adolescents have a mental disorder. Third, depression is one of the leading cause of disability affecting 264 million people in the world. 4. About half of mental disorders begins before the age of 14. 5. Almost 8 lakh people die by suicide every year. One person dies from suicide every 40 seconds. Suicide is the second leading cause of death in individuals in aged 15 to 29 years. Fact 6. Around in one of 9 people in setting affected by conflict have moderate of severe mental disorder. Fact 7. People with severe mental disorder die 10 to 20 years earlier than the general population. Fact 8. Rates of mental health workers vary from below 2 per 1 lakh population in low income countries to over 70 per 1 lakh in high income countries. Fact 9. Less than half of the 139 countries that have mental health policies and plans report having these aligned with human rights conventions. Fact 10. The global economy loses about 1 trillion per year in productivity due to depression and the anxiety. Mental disorder. Mental disorder, this is definition. Mental illness or health conditions involving changes in emotion, thinking, or behavior. Mental illness are associated with distress or problems functioning in social, work, or family activities. A mental health disorder characterized by persistently depressed mood or loss of interest in activities causing significant impairment in daily life. Causes of causes of mental disorder. Your genes and family may be the cause for the disorder. Your life experience, such as stress or a history of abuse, especially if they happen in childhood. Next, biological factors such as chemical imbalance in the brain may cause the mental disorder. The traumatic of brain injury may cause it. A mother's exposure to viruses or toxic chemicals while pregnant. Use of alcohol and drugs may cause the mental disorder. Having serious medical condition like cancer, having few friends and feeling lonely or isolated. Those are the cause of the mental disorder. Types. Totally, we have a 7 types in the mental disorder. The first one is mood disorder, anxiety disorder, personality disorder, psychotic disorder, eating disorder, trauma related disorder, substances abuse disorder. We have 7 types of disorder. The first one is mood disorder. The general emotional state or mood is disordered or inconsistent with circumstance and interferes with ability to function. And it is normal for someone's mood to change depending on the situation. However, to be diagnosed with a mood disorder, symptoms must be present for several weeks or longer. Mood disorder can cause changes in your behavior and can affect your ability to deal with routine activities such as work or school. Two of most common mood disorder are depression and the bipolar depression, and the third is dysthymic disorder. First one is depression. Depression is a common mental disorder. Grief or sadness is a difficult response to a traumatic life event or crisis, such as the death of the spouse or family members, loss of job, or a major illness. However, when the depression continues to be present, even when stressful events are over or there is no apparent cause, physicians would then classify the depression as clinical or major depression. For a person to be diagnosed with clinical depression, symptoms may be vary. Symptoms must last for at least 2 weeks. Anxiety disorders. A mental health disorder characterized by feeling of worry, anxiety, or fear that is strong enough to interfere with one's day lives. What is anxiety disorder? Anxiety disorder is a normal emotion. It's your brain way of reacting to stress and altering your potential dangerous occur. Everyone feels anxious now and then. For example, you may worry when faced with a problem at work, before taking a test, or before making an important decision. Occasionally, anxiety is okay, but anxiety disorders are different. They are a group of mental illness that cause constant and overwhelming anxiety and fear. The excessive anxiety can make you avoid work, school, family, get together, and other social situations that might trigger or worsen your symptoms. There is some examples for the anxiety disorder. The first one is generalized anxiety disorder, social anxiety, specific phobias, panic disorders, obsessive compulsive disorder, which means OCD, post traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and personality disorder. The personality disorder, they are the type of mental disorder in which you have a rigid and unhealthy pattern of thinking, functioning, and behaving. A person with a personality disorder has trouble perceiving and relating to situations and people. This causes significant problems and imagines in relationship, social activities, work, and school. Personality disorders. It is we have totally 3 clusters in the personality disorder: cluster A, cluster B, and cluster C. Cluster A. In that cluster A, we have a 3 disorder: paranoid, schizoid, schizotypal. And the cluster B, antisocial, borderline, histrionic, and narcissistic. In cluster C, avoidant, dependent, and the obsessive compulsive disorder. Totally, we have a 10 personality disorders there. And then psychotic disorder. Psychotic disorder is a mental disorder characterized by disconnection from relatively. Psychotic disorders are a group of the serious illness that affect the mind. They make it hard for someone to think clearly, make good judgment, respond emotionally, communicate effectively, understand relatively, and behave appropriately. When symptoms are severe, people with psychotic disorders have trouble staying in touch with relative and often are unable to handle day-to-day life. But even severe psychotic disorder usually can be treated. Psychotic disorder, there are some examples: schizophrenia, schizoaffective disorder, schizophreniform disorder, brief psychotic disorder, delusional disorder, substances-induced psychotic disorder, psychotic disorder due to a medical condition, paraphernalia, and eating disorder. It is any of range of psychological disorders characterized by abnormal of or disturbed eating habits. And disordered eating issues can develop during any stage of life, but difficulty appearing during the teen years or young adulthood. Classified as a medical illness, appropriate treatment can be highly effectual for many of the specific types of eating disorder. Although these conditions are treatable, the symptoms and consequences cannot be determined and deadly if not addressed. Eating disorder commonly coerced to the other conditions such as anxiety disorder, substance abuse, or the depression. Here is some example: fuel eating, fun eating, fog eating, and storm eating. There is those four are the four types of eating. Trauma-related disorder. Traumatic disorders are mental illness that are caused by traumatic experiences or significant stresses. Trauma may come from violence, witnessing, witnessing violence, being neglected as a child, being in a car accident, losing a loved one, and many other situations that vary by the individuals. Trauma and stresses related disorders are a group of emotional and behavioral problems that may result from childhood traumatic and stress experience. This traumatic and stressful experience can include exposure to physical or emotional violence or pain, including abuse, neglect of the family conflict. So there is some examples: post-traumatic stress disorder, acute stress disorder, adjustment disorders, reactive attachment disorder, disinhibited social engagement disorder, unclassified and unspecified trauma disorders, and substances abuse disorder. Substances use disorder is a disease that affects a person's brain and behavior and leads to an inability to control the use of the legal or illegal drug or the medication. Drug addiction can start with experimental use of a recreational drug in social situations, and for some people, the drug use becomes more frequent. For others, particularly with opioids, drug addiction begins with exposure to prescribed medications or receiving medications from a friend or relative who has been prescribed the medications. The risk of the addiction and how fast you become addicted varies from drug. Some drugs, such as painkillers, have a higher risk and cause addiction more quickly than others. As time passes, you may need larger doses of the drug to get high. So you may need the drug just to feel good. As your drug use increase, you may find that it's increasingly difficult to go without the drug. Attempts to stop drug use may cause us intensive cravings and make you feel physically ill. So the two major substances used for the addiction is alcohol and the drug use disorder. Alcohol is the most used drug. Exercise. Exercise is any body activity that enhances or maintains physical fitness and overall health and the wellness. So this is the definition for the exercise. in in the mental disorder, what are the roles done by the physios? Not all physiotherapists realize that mental health is the all business of the physiotherapy. However, it is well illustrated in this quotation: no health without mental health. Physiotherapists are seen as experts in aspect of physical health care and can offer non-pharmacological management of pain, expertise in prescribing the individualized exercise programs, interventions to address physical issues of the people with mental health diagnosis which hinder social participation and recovery. Expertise is motivation where appropriate, patience and promoting self-management in context of mental and physical health issues. Management of falls and mobility issues for older people and development issue for children and young people. Expert advice and interventions to address impaired body awareness and reduce dissociation. Development and delivery of individually tailored lifestyle and weight management advice and programs. Then, role of psychiatrist. Psychiatrists assess all of your mental and physical symptoms. They make a diagnosis and work with you to develop management plan for your treatment and recovery. Psychiatrists provide the psychological treatment, prescribe the medications, and do procedures such as electroconvulsive therapy. And there is a big question: is the exercise best treatment for mental illness? The answer is definitely yes. How is it yes? We will see. So if we do a daily day exercise, it will improve the cardiovascular fitness and improve in the sleep, better endurance, a positive influence of metabolic system and the diabetes, and stress relief lifestyle, improve our mood, increased energy and reduced tiredness. So the most important of the exercise is reduces the anxiety, depression, negative mood and the social isolation, and also it improves the self-esteem, cognitive functions and the quality of life. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do. So knowing is not enough, so please apply this all application to your life. All the best for your stress-free life. Take a deep breath and live your life, because life is once and it's yours. Thank you for your attention. If anyone needed this PPT, please DM me. My mail ID is anandmedics.1@gmail.com.